Kwame Brown finally said what everyone's afraid to admit about Bronny James. And once you hear it, you can't unsee the truth.
I'm watching a kid who can't shoot fall in love with shooting threes. He's falling in love with shooting threes. For what? Why are you shooting so many threes when you can't shoot? Nobody's respecting your three-point ability. And why isn't J.J. Redick snatching him out the game and giving him an earful and say, run for layups? Bronny is not getting treated like a normal rookie last year and a now second-year player.
After watching Bronny James' latest preseason game, Wayne didn't just criticize. He broke down the whole situation with Bronny, the Lakers, and the hard truths people usually avoid. This wasn't hate or trolling. It was a former #1 pick giving a real basketball analysis, and it hit hard because it made a lot of sense.
For those of you who whine and cry in the chat because somebody is saying something about a 21-year-old professional that y'all want to treat like a baby because of his daddy and his name, and y'all want to fake like this is about black power, when y'all have no problem destroying Anthony Bennett, Kwame Brown, Russell Westbrook, Oliver Candy, and anybody else not named LeBron and Bronny. So save all that somebody's hating, save all that somebody's jealous, save all that crap. This guy is a summer league player at best.
So let me ask you, is Wayne Brown going too far with his criticism, or is he just the only one brave enough to say what everyone else won't? Drop your answer in the comments, and let's talk real basketball.
What is Bronny going to do during the season? What position is he going to play? I just don't get it. This kid does not. Let's get into Bronny James and what I saw. What I saw is a kid that needs to get away from his father. I saw a kid that needs to get away from his father and actually be around young players and actually give it a real shot around people that's going to be able to judge him based on him being a young player.
The first and biggest problem? Shot selection. Watching Bronny James play, you don't see a young player making the game simple. You see him forcing a style that doesn't match his skills. Wayne's words were harsh, but true. He's seeing a kid who struggles to shoot fall in love with taking threes. That's not growth, that's confusion. When defenders don't respect your shot and dare you to take it, the worst thing is to keep firing. But that's exactly what Bronny keeps doing.
And Bronny, what I think your problem is psychological. Because you knew you weren't prepared for the league, and because of whatever pressure you want to claim that it's your daddy, it's not about his daddy. He plays well in summer league. He plays well in environments where he feels comfortable. He does not feel comfortable in the Lakers gym. All of a sudden, a kid that can shoot good in practice, that can shoot good in summer league, when he goes to LA, all of a sudden he can't hit the broadside of a barn. This is psychological with him.
Basketball is all about knowing who you are as a player. If you're not a shooter, you don't act like one. You cut, run the floor, attack closeouts, and take easy shots. But Bronny isn't doing that. He's forcing things. Pull-up threes, early clock threes, shots defenders barely react to. That's not confidence, it's forcing it. The problem isn't just missed shots, it's a lack of awareness. If nobody respects your shot, why make it your main weapon?
I'm watching a kid that they say is a defensive specialist, and they run the simple handoff at the three-point line. This guy is not a shooter that he's guarding. The Suns is a horrible team, and I watched Bronny James chase the guy around the top of the three-point line, and the guy get a backdoor layup, and everybody looking at the other players, Aiden and everybody else, instead of saying, Bronny, you slide right through and meet him and do not go. If he stopped behind the pick, then we get Aiden or one of those bigs to get a hand up. But you go through the pick. You don't go around and let a guy get a layup. You don't be in help position at the nail when you got a shooter behind the three-point line and don't connect and everybody is there already. What are you doing? For people that are saying that he's a defensive specialist, how?
Then there's the coaching issue, and this is where things get tricky. People are wondering, why isn't J.J. Redick pulling Bronny out and giving him a real talk? Why isn't he being coached like any other young player who struggles? The answer isn't basketball, it's optics. Bronny isn't treated like a normal rookie or a second-year player. He's treated like he's fragile, untouchable. That's a problem, not just for the team, but for Bronny himself. Real growth needs accountability. It means being uncomfortable and being told, don't do that again. But when your dad is LeBron James, your agent is Rich Paul, and the media is always watching, coaching gets cautious. And cautious coaching doesn't grow players, it protects stories.
You can't go all the way down to the free throw line with these pros. You can't do that. It's ball you man. You either one pass away, two passes away. If it ain't Kyle Korver or one of these catch lights out shooters, then you slide through and you trust that your big gonna get a hand up. So for those of you who whine and cry in the chat because somebody is saying something about a 21-year-old professional that y'all want to treat like a baby because of his daddy and his name, and y'all want to fake like this is about black power, when y'all have no problem destroying Anthony Bennett, Kwame Brown, Russell Westbrook, Oliver Candy, and anybody else not named LeBron and Bronny. So save all that somebody's hating, save all that somebody's jealous, save all that crap.
He pointed out that the backlash is always the same. Anytime someone criticizes Bronny, people call it hate, jealousy, or why pick on a kid? But Bronny isn't a kid in AAU. He's a 21-year-old professional in the NBA. And the same fans who defend him had no problem criticizing Anthony Bennett, Russell Westbrook, or any other player who struggled without having LeBron James' name attached.
12 shots for a kid that's not going to shoot like that in the game, that's terrible. Bronny James got to work on being able to hit an open shot, not dribbling the ball like he's some type of hot shot guard, because that's not what he's going to do when he's playing with the starters. When he's playing with the starters, if he ever plays with the starters, he's going to be an in the corner catch and shoot player or out at the wing catch and shoot player. I don't know why, because he can't seem to shoot, but what he needs to do is get away from his father, work on running the floor. You are young. Run for layups. If Bronny run for layups, then it would make the game easier for him. But for whatever reason, I guess because he's standing there and shoot threes with his daddy in practice all day, and there's nobody in the stands, so he's going to make threes in practice. He ain't no goddamn 3D player.
The double standard is what drives this debate. You can't claim fairness while protecting one player from the same scrutiny others face. Basketball has never been gentle or sentimental. Wayne wasn't emotional. He was consistent. If you're on the floor, you're accountable. Then came the stat that shocked everyone. 1-for-12 in a preseason game. A game where players are fighting for roster spots. And these weren't random attempts. Bronny was featured. Coaches don't give that many shots to just anyone. When that many chances lead to so little production, questions arise. Wayne didn't just blame skills. He called it psychological. Bronny plays well in controlled settings like Summer League. But in the Lakers' gym, with cameras and expectations, something changes. That's pressure, the weight of a famous name, and constant scrutiny. Instead of growing quietly, Bronny is forced into the loudest spotlight. He needs distance. Not emotionally, but professionally. Every player needs space to fail, learn, and hear hard truths without it becoming a family or media issue. Under the Lakers setup, that space doesn't exist. Every mistake is magnified. Every critique politicized. Coaches have to second-guess honesty. Wayne suggested something radical, but logical, a rebuilding team like Utah or Charlotte, where Bronny could get minutes, make mistakes, find his identity, and build confidence without LeBron's shadow on every possession. Right now, he's being forced to be a shooter, a 3-and-D player who can't shoot well and isn't a lead on defense. Wayne also broke down defensive errors. Missed rotations, poor pick navigation, overhelping, losing shooters. These aren't small mistakes. They're fundamentals that should be instinctive. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with Wayne? Or do you think this criticism is too harsh? Let's talk real hoops.